Hi ladies and gents, welcome to video number 42. This will be video number 4 of module 3. I hope you liked the last video. I'm still buzzing over that one. That's a really great strategy and I hope you've enjoyed it. Alright, this next strategy is it's not been fully tested. Why? Well, because nobody's shown you this strategy. Why? Because I've only just made up this strategy. Alright, so this is a unique strategy, and this is what I love doing. I really love making new strategies. I mean, I know, like, oh crikey, about 400 different types of strategies, and they're all basically just as good in their own equal right. But you can only choose to adopt and choose so many, okay? So, alright, so I'm going to give you loads of options here to decide what kind of strategy that you like and what ones you don't like, and just stick to the ones that you prefer. Alright, so let's just move on without any further ado. Alright, and just to show you the next strategy. Now, what I've decided to do, I've thought, okay, let's see if I can over deliver here. Alright, and what I've done is I've created a template. Okay, and you ought to see these labeled like an asterisk, an exclamation mark, TFB video 41 strategy 1 ACDC indicator. Alright, which is accumulation and the accumulation distribution and the accelerator oscillator on there. It's actually labeled AC on there, but anyways. Okay, so what I've done is I've created another one, video 42 strategy 2, and this is using the alligator, but I've just called it gator. So you should be able to figure out, and by the numbers, it says actually 42 on there, and the videos, you should be actually be okay to actually go ahead and find them. Alright, okay, so if you don't have the template already installed on your chart, what you would need to do, if you recall, we had the accumulation distribution indicator on there as well, and if you have this on your chart, all you would need to do is be very precise and put your cursor over the red line, right click and choose delete indicator. And then what you want to do is to go ahead and grab the accumulation, the alligator, and just simply left click, drop, and you're done. Alright, now if you recall from one of the main introduction videos when I was going through the overview of the MT4 platform in module 2, you'll notice that I didn't really like the alligator. Okay, and it's quite hard on its own to really find a good area in the market to go short along with. Alright, and this is why it's always good to have an extra indicator to accompany it, so you can find a stronger signal and hopefully filter out any losing signals that the alligator can produce on its own. Alright, so this takes a little bit of thinking outside the box, and this comes again with practice and experience. Alright, so hopefully this information I give you will be a good working point to find your own signals in the near future with custom indicators, or even work out a way how you can actually create your own indicator based on your own strategies. Alright, or go to Elance or something like that and have someone code it for you for $100 or whatever. Alright, okay, so what we're doing here is essentially we're looking for a breakout, but we're also looking for a confirmation. And in this particular instance, what I've done is I've taken this blue line where I've got my crosshair tool scrolling over, and I'm using this as my main trigger line, okay, or my alert, so to speak. And what I'm looking for also is, I'm just going to zoom in so you can see a little bit more carefully, is what I'm looking for as well is I'm looking for the candles close. Now I haven't really got into candles because I'm leaving that for another module, and I'm doing that on purpose, okay, because I want to give you little bits of information at a time so it's easier for you to absorb, okay, because I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. Okay, so but let me just show you a quick brief overview of what a candle looks like. Okay, Now, the stuff inside here, the coloured area, is referred to as the body. Alright? And the top part here is referred to as the high. And the bottom part here is referred to as the low. Okay? Now, depending on which direction that this particular trade is going in, the close and open will be on different sides of each other. Alright, so if you're coming in a downwards trend, okay, the close will be over here, and then the open will be over here. So the open, this is in the downwards trend, mind you, and that's the close. Okay, right on the corner, and then another bar starts. Excuse the candles, I mean the colours. I mean, I just did that for, you know, demonstration purposes. So you can see that this area here is the open. Well, that's the open, and then that's the close. Alright, and this one was the close as well of that first candle, and this one is the second candle. So you can see how they work in conjunction with each other, right? So in an upwards trend, it's different. Alright, this rather than this area being the open, this area is now the open in an upwards trend. Alright, so with that being said, what we're looking for is the market to actually open above this blue line. Okay, and what we're also looking for is for this bar to also be the same color, green. But we want it to be green within 3 bars of its opening area. Let me re-explain, because I know that probably said, pardon? Okay. Here is an example what I'm trying to talk about. The market broke above this blue line. Okay. Now, this, where the market opens, it's somewhere on this green bar. Okay. But this is too far away from its beginning point. See, how can I explain? You see how it goes, you know, the outskirts of it. From that section is the start from down to there, and then from that section to there is the start. Alright, so each of these areas are like starting areas from its, when it goes up above or below the vertical scale. I hope that makes sense. Alright, so I'm looking for an area in the market where the candle has actually opened above this blue line. There's my first candle, right there, this green one here. And this one actually comes down here, so I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm 9 candles away from the beginning of where it starts to rise above the histogram, above the vertical scale. 9 bars away. That's no good. It's no good. What we're looking for is a buffer, alright, a protection buffer or a confirmation buffer. It needs to be inside or within those 3 bars, and it doesn't. It comes over here, so we're way late. Alright, so we ignore that. That's no buy trade, even though the market does go up. And you might be sitting there, and if you use this strategy, oh dang, it went up, it went up, it went up. Do not do that to yourself, because that will really mess you up. Alright, try not to psycho-analyze yourself and then reprogram your head and thinking that you should have taken that trade when you shouldn't, because that's bad practice. Alright, if the signal is not there, don't take the trade, period. Okay, alright, so here we have another one here. Alright, and this one, you see the wick. Okay, so we've got the candle, and these little spikes that come out the top and the bottom, they're referred to as wicks. W-I-C-K-S, wicks. Okay, so we can see that the wick did actually break that blue line, but we're not looking for that. Alright, we're not looking for the end of the wick to break. We're looking for the close to break below the blue line, and there it is. So if I take that off and get my crosshair tool out and I place it over that candle, right down the bottom you can see that the accumulation oscillator, or accelerator oscillator, you can see that the second bar from its starts, that little tiny one right there, boom, and then the second one, and the second one goes over on that candle. Right, so when that candle finishes, you then go short. Right, but you also got to remember, and what is it that you got to remember when you're preparing for buy trades and sell trades? Is to make sure that when you're doing a sell trade, that it's not immediately above a can you guess? A support level, right? Great. Excellent. Alright, so we go ahead and start placing these in there. So let's just take a look before we even decide to open the trades. Well, okay, we got a bit of support around about there. Well, a bit, there was a fair bit actually. Alright, and we've got some more around here. Alright, and now if you're getting these right, then great, congratulations. Alright, here's another high, another high, another high, and another high. Let's just try and find a medium average, okay? And we can see that, you know, this kind of rings true from over there. Alright, let's go back over a little bit. Now you see where the signal comes in right there. How far does it come down? Well, there's 74 pips to the new baseline of that support. So that might be within your comfy zone to go in. But if you see, for instance, let's just hypothetically pretend that this candle was this big. Now I want to ask you a question. If it closes right there, would you take that short trade? Do you not know? It's okay if you don't know. It's alright, you'll get the hang of it a little bit later. If you guessed that no, or if you answered that the word was no, that the answer was no, that you did not go to short there, then you chose the right answer. Alright? Because it's better being safer than sorry, as they say. And I would rather only make one trade a month if I know that I'm only going to get one guaranteed kind of, like, where I've got all of this energy inside me that says, yes, I'm really confident that this is the trade that I should go for. If I only get one of those a month, great, fine, I don't care. Because if it makes me like $4,000 or $5,000, that's not a bad month's bit of money, right? So don't push it. Okay, let's see if we quickly can find you another buy signal. Here is where the candle breaks above, but it doesn't start there, it starts right over here. So it's miles away, so that's not going to count. Alright, here is another buy signal. See this buy signal right here? It actually happens on the bar below the histogram, so that's not going to count. Okay, this bar right here, where I've got my crosshair tool it's below the histogram. See that? And it's on that candle. I'm not going to take it. And plus, look, we're right underneath a resistance level as well, so I'm not going to take it. Alright, let's see if we can find you another buy signal, just quickly. Let's find a good one so you can get an understanding. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're getting there. Alright, is that one within 3 bars? Yes it is. Okay, great. Now, you see this bar, it closes right up here, and it's actually within 3 bars from its start. So this bar on the histogram number 1, number 2, number 3, so it's like 3 bars from its start. It does actually hit on the 3rd one, so that's great. Can we go long here? Well, let's just go and take a look. We're being asked to go long around about there, and are we on an immediate support or resistance line? It would appear to me that that level looks like a support line for the most part, because we're looking at this signal over here on the right hand side. We're looking at this signal over here on the right hand side because it hits this third bar, and we can see that this line that we put in at the area that we wanted to go long, this is also a support because the market went sideways. We can also see some more support over here. The market kind of ranged for a little while before it broke. So this would actually be a good signal to grab. Where would we go ahead and place our take profit? Well, here's one area, here's another area, and here's another area. Well, it does get hit, but we don't know if this area is going to be developing or not. It could have came back down, we don't know. But in this particular instance, it did go back up. Alright, so then I apply what I refer to as a Loz's brain fart formula. Okay, because just in case, if I go ahead and put my stop loss value up there, not really taking into second thought that I should have really compensated for any human error, then I'm going to go ahead and place my take profit target just a little bit below the main area where I predicted, well, where I thought that looked to me as a support or as a resistance level. Does that make any sense? Alright, so we'll go in long for that, and we'll target, well, there's 113 pips potential, but we're not going to know that, but I'm going to come back and I probably might shave off 20% as my buffer for human error. Alright, so I would say, okay, I might take off 25 pips, so I might gain, aim for 75 pips or something like that. Alright, so I hope that's helped. Okay, and you are the only guys that know this strategy. Nobody else knows, because I only just made it up. Alright, I can make these strategies, for a long time, but I will tell you which strategies that I do use. Okay, so but this particular strategy I haven't used, but I've used similar ones like it that work very well, that use different kind of confirmations. Alright, so I know this one works. Alright, so have fun with that video, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye for now.